Hello everybody, hello, I'm live now. I'm going to make this video. I know a lot of you are not used to seeing lives here, but I'll make the video anyways and people can watch them when they come live. So I don't know if I should wait maybe a few minutes for people to come, or maybe I should just go ahead and say hi. I know people are not used to seeing live videos here, but this topic I really want to talk about it, and I want to also talk about things people should watch out for when they go into hospitals. Things that they should, because nurses can make mistakes, especially in a country like Nigeria where, I feel like there are no enough checks and balances. There are not enough consequences for people's actions when they make mistake. I made a video in which I was explaining the 5 rights of medication administration. You as a layman, you're not a nurse, you're not a doctor. When you go into a hospital, when a nurse comes to give you medication, ask them, nurse, can you double check that it's my name that is on that prescription? Because sometimes nurses can just leave the station, their nursing station, or wherever they make their I don't know about Nigeria. I didn't train in Nigeria. I trained abroad. So I don't know how it happens in Nigeria. But you as a patient can ask a nurse, I beg, madam, check the name, not my name. Because sometimes nurses can walk away from where they made their medications and then prepare their medications and then go and mistakenly give it to the wrong person. But let's address what was said. Okay, a lot of you may know, I don't know if you have the update about hi guys, hello, hi Bola Deniji, hi Deniji, yeah. We they hear you. Okay, that's good. Okay, I thought you was gonna say we know they hear you. Okay, if you can hear me, that's great. You can leave a comment and let me know where you're watching me from. Are you in Nigeria or are you outside Nigeria? So let me look. A lot of you may have heard the news that they said, the hospital said, hi everybody, that Mohbad came to them already gone. And I'm going to speak as a nurse, right? Okay. Now, if they are saying, let me read to you guys what they said word for word so that I don't misquote what they said. Who wants to join already? What do you want to contribute? Let's see. Someone is trying to join already. Where is the person that was trying to join? The person is gone. If you want to join and leave your opinions, you're free to join and leave your opinion. Do you believe that Mohbad was already gone, was already dead by the time he got into? Do you guys believe that? When you watch, okay, let me read their watching from the UK. Hi, Bola is watching from the UK. Hi, Mike. Guys, let me know where you're watching from. Can you all let me know where you're watching from? Bola said she's watching from you. Thank you for the loves and the likes. Thank you so much. So I'm going to speak as a nurse, right? Now, the hospital, they said is Perez. Yeah, Perez Medical Hospital. Honestly, I have been curious to know since which hospital. Because let people know. You understand? That's one of the first information I was expecting them to have put out. What did they do this thing now? For people to know the hospital, you're free then to, hi, I think your name is Adeyemi, but the way you wrote it. Watching from Abuja, hi. When I see people in Nigeria, I get jealous because the weather is always beautiful. Okay, the hospital now has come out to say that Mohbad came to them already gone. But let me tell you guys why I do not believe that. Or else, let me tell you. Or else they are telling us that maybe when Mohbad got the injection, they carried him to another hospital when he was already gone. Or else they want to tell us that there were 2 hospitals involved in this story. Okay, now let me read to you guys what they wrote, and I will tell you guys the things in it that does not make sense. So, okay, this is the hospital. Said press statement as at 25th. That was yesterday, Abi. He said, watching from USA. Hi, Olujoke. Hi, everybody. Okay, let me read this. Okay, so I'll be straight to the point. So he says, the attention of the management of Perez Medical Hospital has been drawn to the misleading and false information being circulated in some social media platforms that Mr. Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, aka Mohbad, died in our medical facility. So they are saying their hand no day. Hi guys. Then he said, we consider it pertinent, important, basically, to put on record that about 4:30 p.m. on the 12th of September 2023, the lifeless body of Mr. Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, aka Mohbad, was brought into our medical facilities. Let me tell you guys, Nigeria, hi, Tinuke. Okay, if they are saying that Mohbad was brought to them already gone, right? It would be nice if they can show a CCTV of them bringing a lifeless person into the hospital. Let's not forget that there was this audio of the guy that was crying and said that he was a fan. That when Mohbad came in, that he himself was waiting at the reception. That when Mohbad came in, Libya, hi, Ade, Tola, okay. The fan that said he was there when Mohbad came in, that Mohbad, he took a picture with Mohbad. He was like, hello to Mohbad. He too was waiting. And they told them that there were no doctors available. Somebody is trying to come through. Leticia, let me approve. What do you want to contribute? Okay. Maybe she wants to contribute something. That fan that made that audio and was crying, I should have got that video ready, audio ready. How many of you have seen that audio or heard? Sorry, not seen. How many of you have, heard the audio where the guy was crying and said he was there when Mohbad was brought into hospital? That when Mohbad was brought in, that he saw Mohbad, they spoke. He was so happy to see Mohbad because he liked Mohbad, and that somebody is trying to come. Okay, let me approve. Shobo Wale, Shobo Wale. Okay. And he said he took a picture with Mohbad before Mohbad went in. Thank you, Ade Kunle. Yeah. He said before Mohbad went in that he was there, he took a picture with Mohbad, and this boy was crying. So now the hospital said they brought him already gone. If he was already gone when they brought him, they should show, see if they show a CCTV that showed, hi, hello, what do you want to contribute? Hi, where are you calling us from? Nigeria.
I'm calling from Nigeria.
Yeah. What's your opinion?
What I see about the situation is they didn't make good they didn't make good confirmation about his body before declaring him dead. That's what I see about it. Because when you get to when you take a sick person to an hospital, or a person that is about to die to the hospital, there's a particular process the person has to go undergo before confirming the person dead. But I think it was not done when he was taken to the hospital. They just decided to announce him dead.
Okay. So are you one of those that believe he was alive when they put him in the ground?
I won't say he was alive because I was not there.
Yeah, okay.
But at the same time, they didn't give us a precise information.
Well, what information exactly do you mean? I just want to be sure that we understand, what you're trying to say.
Yeah, the information I was thinking or should be passed through was, this is the time he was brought in. What was administered to him.
Good.
They should have asked the person that brought him what kind of injection was given to him before he was brought to the hospital.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this Perez hospital is saying that when they brought him, he was already gone. That's what this hospital is saying.
Yeah, I read their.
Oh, you read it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for your joining us to share your opinion. I never asked your name. Sorry. Sorry.
Shubawale.
Oh yeah. Right. He said it. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. Bye. Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you. Take care. I'm going to read more of their thing to you guys, and then we analyze it as we go along. Leticia said, this story has been all over the net. Please, I just want to hear hear more details, because it's really scary, though. It is scary. From Portugal. Oh, wow. Nigerians are around the world, though. You're not Nigerian. Your name is actually not Nigerian. Sorry. Okay, thanks. So let me continue to read their press release. So they said he was already gone so if they can just bring the CCTV to show that they brought a already dead man to them. The doctor is just trying to protect himself and their license. Protect himself. Well, the person did not even sign it with their name, so nobody even knows who they can pounce on. Okay, now that was where I stopped. Where they said they brought him, he was already gone. If they bring out CCTV that showed Mohbad being brought in that's already lifeless, that will be contrary to the fan that said that he saw Mohbad and he even took pictures with Mohbad. Mike wants to join us. Mike Fortunate. I'm going to add Mike. I think someone else is trying to join us there. Mike, you're adding there, and I'm still gonna. Did Mike join? Oh yeah, Mike is joining there. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Mike. Where are you joining us from?
Yeah, I'm in Nigeria.
Oh, okay. What state?
Yeah, Lagos.
Oh, okay. Well done.
Okay, so let me just quickly say this. We've had so much, but you said something where you came in, and that speaks about the hospital. So the confusion we have currently can only be put through by the guy that made that audio, and I also get into that audio. So the guy said that Mohbad was already rushed out after the first injection. So it actually means it could mean that he was rushed to another hospital with intention to have another capable hands to attend to him. So there is possibility that the second hospital where he was rushed to is Perez.
Yes.
And it could be right to say that he was brought in there.
Yes.
But so for us to get clarity on our confusion, we need that same guy to come up to tell us the name of the first hospital. So if the name of the first hospital is Perez, then we can hold Perez to be accountable, you know, and tell them that they were actually telling us what they are telling us was wrong. But if it is not, I mean, if it was another hospital, then we can hold the first hospital accountable to what they've done on him. That's not what I want to contribute. Without this information, we may not be able to get the true tailway. Thank you
so much. Thank you. You know, so I already said it. I said at the end of the day, are we talking about 2 hospitals or 1 hospital? You understand? So if it's 2 hospitals, we can say, okay, yeah, maybe that was where they took him to after the first one. But the guy that made that audio saying, he was there, he took a picture with Mohbad, and he was a fan, and they took Mohbad in. The next thing, nurses were rushing around. The guy never said the name of the hospital he was in. You understand? So another thing about somebody like that, he can, just like the first audio he did, nobody knows him. But if you hear from his voice, you will know that was not play talk. You can hear from his voice that this guy was telling the truth. You can tell the pain and everything in his voice. He did that anonymously. He can come out again. Everybody knows his voice at this point. He can come out again and do it anonymously, because I know Nigerians can easily get scared, because Nigeria is not a country where everybody's bold enough to show their faces, because before you know it, the hospital is the hospital can decide the particular hospital where it happened can decide to, from backyard harass people. So like with this, I forgot his name now, that just spoke with us, and I already said it. How many hospitals are involved? Okay. Adewale said the wife should speak out for God's sake. She was there with him. Was she there? We don't know if she was there. I don't know if she was there. Okay. So now, let me continue to read what the hospital said. Okay. So the biggest point is, are we talking about 2 hospitals or is it 1? Okay. So he said, pertinent. I already went through that. Was brought into a medical facility, and our medical team immediately sprang into action, and after assessment, it was discovered that there was no sign of life. Okay, I want to show you guys something there that is contradictory. If you're watching this, you're just joining us now. I'm a nurse, so there are some things that I would kind of be like, okay, I will come from the point of view of a nurse, right? So no, he said, right, discovered that that there was no life or sign of life. He said no. Let me increase. It's too small for my eyes. He said no central or peripheral pulse. He said no heartbeat, no recordable vital signs, and his pupils were fixed and dilated. Okay, on attempting CPR. So on attempting CPR, right? They now discovered. Okay, no, let me read it word for word. On attempting CPR, rigor mortis. Sorry, if you don't know what that is, when people are already gone and their body becomes stiff, that's rigor mortis, right? So it says rigor mortis they even put it in bracket, stiffening of some parts of the body in relation to death was observed. So you're telling me that as a doctor, because I don't know about Nigeria, where Europe where I practice is a doctor that can just how do I say now, that can declare someone dead. Nurses can't. We can see, we know, but we are not licensed, if I can put it that way, to declare. Okay, a doctor has to officially declare somebody dead. So a doctor, there was no vital signs. Vital signs, blood pressure, oxygen, saturation, and all of that. No pulse, nothing. Okay, and if you read this, and if you're a medical professional, you will know that it will make sense. Listen to this. It says that there was no vital signs, nothing. Then it was when they started doing CPR that they now saw that he has stiffness. Let me use layman's term. When you were checking the pulse, you did not notice rigor mortis. When you were checking, what's it called now? His pupils, you did not notice rigor. When you were checking his SATs, I don't know in Nigeria, maybe you put your thing in the finger to check the SATs. You did not notice any rigor. You did not, sorry, let me use the layman's term. You did not notice stiffness. And you were checking blood pressure. You did not notice stiffness. You were checking SATs, oxygen saturation, sorry. You did not notice. You were checking the pupils. You did not notice while you were checking every other thing. Then they now said it was when they now did CPR. CPR, you know that one that they do where they press chest. A lot of you may have seen videos like that. That you notice stiffness of the body. It don't make sense now. It don't make sense. Okay? Now, let me read more of what he wrote. The phone is closed. Let me open my phone again. Okay. Now, it says, now, wait, I have to expand it because it's very tiny for my eyes. Okay. Okay. So, fixed and dilated. On attempting CPR, rigor mortis was observed, and the persons who brought him to our facility were informed that it was a case of BID, brought in dead. Okay. Upon inquiry about the circumstances leading to the emergency, our team was informed that the deceased was being treated at home by a nurse. So the person that said that he was a fan was there waiting to see a doctor. They said doctor was not available. And then Mohbad went in before him, and a nurse gave injection, and the nurse came out, and there was commotion everywhere. He did not know what was going on. The nurse now told him that this and that. Now, this, like I said, or else not be this hospital that they talk about, or else this is the hospital they took him to after they took him, after, you know, they said his friends took him and left. Maybe, like our brother that called him said, maybe when they rushed him from the first one, maybe if there is a first and second one, they now rushed him to another hospital. So this was, if that is what the case is, then this hospital have no case to answer. And then it will be making sense. But even as at that, it is still embarrassing that the hospital will say they did not notice rigor mortis until they started doing CPR. It be as you get. Okay. Now, that's the only way this phone, they quick lock. 5 second talking. Okay, so now, Ina said, okay, brought in there. And they said now it is now a nurse was still treating him at home. When that guy gave an evidence, his wife should, somebody now said his wife was called later. Okay, so the wife was not there. I'm not going to speak what I don't know. See, I'm reading what is out there. Press release. Okay, let me make sure I finish this. Okay, that he was being treated at home. This is the first time we're hearing that about being treated at home. Leading, okay, where did I go? Sorry. Our team were informed that it was being treated at home by a nurse and that she administered injection on him. Okay, our team therefore advised that the body be taken to the nearest government hospital where he can be deposited in the morgue. Okay, let it be known that Mr. Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aluba, aka Mohbad, was not a patient of Perez Medical Hospital and was never admitted to our facility at any material time whatsoever. Also, the nurse who was said to be administering treatment on him at home is not a staff of Perez Medical Hospital, and the video of the medical facility circulating in the media space, in which the late Mr. Ileroluwa Oladimeji Aloba, aka Mohbad, is seen alive and receiving treatment is not Perez Medical Hospital. Talking about that one, I think there's an old video where he was saying he drank something, but I think that's it. People are mixing it all up. From what I know, that is a different day altogether. That was in the past. Okay, the one where his life ended, there's no video available of that particular one, right? Okay, did I finish reading their publication? Okay, this is the ending part. And then it says, we are compelled to issue this statement to set the record straight and correct the wrong and false misinformation being circulated about Perez Medcare Hospital. We urge everyone to desist from spreading false information and be mindful of the sensitivity of this matter. While we express our condolences to the family and friends of the deceased Mr. Ileroluwa Oladimeji Aloba, aka Mohbad, we also lend our voice to the call for thorough investigation into the circumstances of his sudden death. Bottom line, or else there are two hospitals. If this is the only hospital he was taken to, and this is the one that guy came out and said that he was, that was it called now, that he came out and said he was there and he took pictures with him, then the story don't make sense. But what is sad is the way things are done in Nigeria. Everything is jaga. Everything is, let me tell you guys, at this point, our press too, I'm not saying they are not trying, but I think our press can do better. Because some Western countries at this point, the press would have conducted, some kind of interviews. Sometimes it's even the interview by the press that will even help the police. But Nigeria, in short, it's like bloggers, content creators, they have become a bigger voice than, so anybody can come up and set up a camera and just say anything. You understand? Because there are no consequences for bloggers or whatever, if I can put it like that. People are hustling to create content. Not everybody is keen about sticking with facts. That's why you say a content creator say, he did not die, he's alive, and we get 1 million, 2 million, 5 million views. Because they are telling people what they want to hear. Did you know here? They saw Mohbad at the market the other day. Mohbad, people will come out, and unfortunately, a lot of Nigerians fall. There are some Nigerians that are well-informed people, critical thinkers, that don't go for whatever content is out there. They go for things that are constructive analysis and stuff like that. But unfortunately, it seems that majority prefer just the noise. Let's just let me tell you guys. You see, the boy that came out and said he was there, he was a fan that he saw Mohbad. At this point, so if now America, for example, they don't find out. They do anonymous interview where they will change his voice, they will not show his face, and they will hear everything from him. Our press, another one that annoys me. Let me say it here. Let me say it once and for all. When a whole national press, forgive me if I offend anybody, but I don't like this. This is a big story. Mohbad is gone. We can't bring him back. But his story can help to save somebody else. If a hospital is substandard, that is the role of the government. What do they call the Minister for Health or whatever? To say their hospital made mistake, and that mistake shouldn't have happened. And people that made that mistake can be brought to book. Not for Mohbad, you can't bring it back, but for the population, the people, everybody else, to save more lives. And that is another beautiful role the press can play. And you will see a country as big as Nigeria, a story as big as this that has gone international. BBC Igbo, BBC Yoruba will go and interview a family, and they only speak one language, and you're a national news whatever. Okay, let me even leave BBC Yoruba. Let me leave BBC Igbo, because you can say, okay, that is their language. But I feel like if BBC Yoruba covers the story, Igbo can do the translation. The Hausa can do the translation, so that not be national news. Okay, let me leave that. Let's talk about the other stations that are not language stations. We'll go and cover a story like this. Mohbad's mother is speaking Yoruba. That's no problem. It's our language, right? or somebody is speaking, when the interview is done and you want to put it on a national platform, put translation so that other people cannot miss out from the story. Do you understand? Put translation so that everybody, in the whole national news, what about even sometimes somebody can be doing voice translation as the mama is speaking or the father is speaking, so that it's a national news, let everybody know what's going on. That is one. On the other hand, at this point, it took until yesterday for me personally, as a content creator. I only found out yesterday the name of the hospital. The name of the hospital should have been out there since, for people to know, okay, why this is going on. This is under investigation. If not this hospital, Mohbad life end, I don't want to be there. It's about saving lives until this investigation is finished before I can make up my mind. You understand? Okay, now the hospital have done press release. There's so much gap in the story. A lot of possibilities. Ni is saying a lot of possibilities have been heard and read on the media. I believe that this guy and his wife lived together, so she should be able to give a vivid account. I'm reading your comment of what happened to her husband on that fateful day. I said the whole thing is just jaga jaga. It's not well arranged. It's not well organized. The information is coming up and down. Okay, she should be able to give a vivid account of what happened to her husband on this fateful day. That his mother said she called both them on day while the wife, I'm reading exactly what you wrote it, while the wife responded that he was sleeping, but hours thereafter she informed of his death. Mother interview, that's put in bracket, mother's interview. Let the lady wife speak out of of all the events, the whole thing. Another area where I'm talking about the jaga jaganess of the, speaking about the jaga jaganess, is that if you're not Nigerian, don't say jaga is like messy. I saw a video today of the day they went to bring him back out from the ground. They opened the coffin. I was even thinking there was a way they were able to bring out him and the coffin together. And I saw that the coffin was opened and Mohbad was handled. Mohbad was handled. And the video is out there. I'm not wondering, I know he's gone, but can we not respect someone that is dead? Why? We don't need to see that aspect of his life. In Nigeria, when people die, laying in state, put them, people can see, and that's why the picture of his neck bent was traumatizing. I feel like they could have done better to put him, show the world got to see him with his neck bent. That was wrong. He's gone, but I just feel like that was not nice, right? And then to see his body that was already in the ground for 8-9 days, and the video of that is on the internet. So he deserves better. He deserves better than that. The world does not need to see him already in that. Do you know when a body has been in the ground for about 8-9 days? It doesn't look good. For his own dignity and everything, it shouldn't be on the internet, something like that. And I'm thinking, could you please not cover the whole of the area and say, nobody bring out your camera. If there's going to be any filming, let it be professionally done by the police, not individuals. Film this guy at that stage of his, not even life. How do I even say it? Like, I can't say his existence, he was already gone. But would Mohbad be happy to see that the world get to see him already where his body was already, if I can use the word, degrading? Do you know what I mean? Everything in Nigeria is just jaga jaga, honestly. So going back to the points I wanted to make is, I started with saying, or else is another hospital. If that was the first and only hospital was taken to, it makes no sense that the hospital is saying he came already gone. They can bring out the CCTV that showed them bringing him already gone, and that will be the end of the story. There will be no back and forth about it. That is one. Secondly, if it's two hospitals, then okay, this hospital have no question to answer, because they can say, yeah, after, it can then be that after he was taken from the first one was when they brought him to them. You understand? That is on one hand. Then I talked about them saying that he was already stiff. If he was already stiff, it should have been so obvious when they were checking his vital signs and everything. Right? Vital signs. I already explained that before. Is the blood pressure, what's it called now? Blood pressure, pupil dilation, what's it called? Oxygen saturation, things like that. Right? It should have been obvious at that point, that you don't have to wait until the point of CPR before you know that there's no more vital signs on him. Another one I wanted to say, the hospital is saying that he was getting injection at home. That's the first time we're hearing that. From what we've heard, the fan that did an audio, I said he was there. In that audio, he said it, that Mohbad walked in there. He said fine, but he was not terrible looking. That he was shocked that he walked in, and that was, and remember that voice audio is very haunting when you listen to it. When he was even saying that, this life is not, 1 minute he was seeing him alive and speaking with him, took a picture with him, and the next minute he was gone. So how did he get into the place already gone? There was another point I wanted to make. Let me see. There's another point, one other point I wanted to make. I already spoke about, is unfortunately the way things are in Nigeria, our country, like 2023, things can be better than this. Address some of those points I wanted to. Some people are now people can't come. Okay, I've already addressed some of the points I want to address, but it's just, like I said, unfortunate that at the end of the day, I don't even know if we can really trust the outcome of whatever, because you're forced to feel like things are not being done right. I'm not saying they are not, but that's how you end up thinking like that, because of the way the whole thing is. So I don't know if you guys have any more opinions to add to it. I can just read your comments, or if you want to join me live, you can request and I can add you to say your opinion. If not, I'm going to round it up, because I didn't plan for it to be, a very long video. So if you have can you click the like button there? I don't want to say too much. There's so much drama at the moment about the wife or whatever. I don't want to jump the gun. I'm worried about it being a distraction. That's my biggest worry, to be honest with you guys. I'm going to end it here now. If you guys if there's no more opinions and what's it called, contribution in the comment section. So basically that's how I feel about the whole story. As always, if you won't watch this video later, don't feel left out. You can leave your opinions and your say in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye guys.